Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Longevity Summit Dublin with our friend and U.S. Transhumanist Party Foreign Ambassador from Spain, Dr. Jose Cordeiro. Welcome, Jose.
Thank you, Gennady. We are having this fantastic conference here in Ireland to promote immortality.
Yes, indeed. We are both immortalists, and there are many who think like us here, and you have your book, The Death of Death, in Spanish and in German, and on your tie.
Yes, yeah, the tie goes with the book. I also have it in English, in Chinese, in Russian, in Italian, in Korean, Japanese, and here in German, which is, they changed the title. In German, it means the victory over death.
Yes, the victory over death. May it be achieved soon. So,
Yes.
Jose, you were telling me before that you spoke with Ray Kurzweil recently, and his book, The Singularity is Nearer, is coming out. But Ray Kurzweil has remained convinced that longevity escape velocity will be reached in 5 to 6 years by 2029 or 2030. What reasons does he give for this view?
Well, I love Ray, and I have known Ray for over 30 years, since I went to MIT, and he gave lectures at MIT. So he's fantastic. He has been right about 80+% of his projections over half a century. He's better than Rasputin. Forget about Rasputin or Nostradamus. Total horrible. Ray Kurzweil is incredible for predicting the future. And in his new book, The Singularity is Nearer, he talks about reaching longevity escape velocity between 2029 and 2030. And he is 76 years old. I mean, he's not a baby. He's 76 years old. And he talks about how artificial intelligence is coming to save us. Artificial intelligence will be able to sequence and understand the human genome, all diseases, and help us to find how to stop aging, how to reverse aging. So I think it's incredible. I wrote to him, he sent me the manuscript of his book before, and I said, are you sure that we can reach longevity escape velocity between 29 and 2030? And he said, yes, and I will not move my prediction, and I am convinced this is going to happen, and I am convinced that I will not die. This is so incredible, incredible. You know, Ray Kurzweil, a visionary, a fantastic guy, MIT, Singularity University, best-selling books, and he says he does not plan to die.
And I certainly hope that he is correct, because that will mean we will not have to die. And
absolutely, because we're younger than him.
Yes, yes. So it's interesting because some significant advances in artificial intelligence would need to occur between now and then for that to happen. We've had some remarkable advances in large language models and generative AI, but those systems are still not sufficient to really understand biology or mathematics to the extent that would be needed to identify viable approaches for reversing senescence. So does Ray think a new paradigm of artificial intelligence is just around the corner?
Yes, yes, and yes. Even generative AI is new. You know, this is like 3 years old. It didn't exist before, and now it is, wow, you know, you can actually predict what might happen because of this generative AI. But now, more will come. Actually, intelligent artificial intelligence, because generative AI, you know, finds what has happened in the past and makes a prediction. But we will have really intelligent artificial intelligence, and it will be able to understand what we cannot. You know, like the human genome. The human genome is big, it's 3 gigabytes of data. We have 23,000 genes. We humans, we have a limited brain, a small brain. Artificial intelligence has no limits. So yes, AI will help us to become immortal.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I certainly hope so. Now, you have said before that what you are afraid of is not artificial intelligence, but human stupidity. And there are a lot of people today who are afraid of artificial intelligence, and some of them provide some reasoning behind it. Others are just fearful and reactionary. But my question to you is, in the race between artificial intelligence and human stupidity, which side is winning right now?
Well, I think artificial intelligence will win, but we will be merged. We will be fused with artificial intelligence. My professor at MIT, Marvin Minsky, one of the fathers of artificial intelligence, he said that we will merge with artificial intelligence. We will become more intelligent. We will use this artificial intelligence to become better human beings. And actually, technology is what makes us different from animals. We are animals with technology, and now we are animals with artificial intelligence. So I am so excited. You know, we are going to be incredible things. And as Ray Kurzweil says, and here in my book, The Death of Death, we will reach longevity escape velocity in 2030. So don't die before 2030, because we will be able to rejuvenate you by then, in 6 years, 6 years. So this is the best time to be alive and to remain alive. We're between the last mortal generation and the first immortal generation. So, Gennady, what do you want to be?
Yes, I definitely want to be part of, well, perhaps the second or third immortal generation, because I want people who are 50 years older than I am, or even older than that, to make it to longevity escape velocity. But yes, I definitely want to be there with them. But Jose, you had a recent parliamentary election where you ran for the European Union Parliament on behalf of the Future Party in Spain. So could you tell us more about that?
Yes, and thank you for asking that. Indeed, on June 9th, we had elections in Europe for the European Parliament. And we had two longevity parties, one in Germany and one in Spain. And we were campaigning for biological rejuvenation, for creating an agency for rejuvenation in Europe, because Europe is getting old and older, and we are aging fast, and there are no children. It's actually very sad. There is not a new generation in many European countries. Anyway, so I'm happy to tell you I had 6,000 votes in Spain, and I can also tell you I don't have 6,000 friends in Madrid. So I got a lot of votes. In Germany also, they were close to 19,000 votes, which is a lot of votes. Not enough to become members of the European Parliament, but it is a good beginning, a fantastic beginning. And this movement is growing in Germany, in Spain, and soon in many other countries of the European Union. And so, for the next European election, which is in 5 years, we hope to have some members of the Parliament working on rejuvenation.
Yes, that would be a tremendous achievement, and it would greatly aid the visibility of the longevity cause as well as the transhumanist movement. Now, I think all of these votes were hard-earned, and many of the people who voted for you or for the Party for Biomedical Rejuvenation Research are people who were introduced to these ideas by these campaigns. So we definitely applaud you for that extensive outreach that you performed. Now, another way of getting people informed about longevity and the possibilities is through events like this one, Longevity Summit Dublin. So I wanted to ask you, what are your impressions of the summit thus far at the end of the second day?
Well, fantastic. The Longevity Summit Dublin is the place for you to come if you don't want to die. If you want to die, don't come. Don't come here. This is a great place with great science, with the latest achievements in science, what is happening in epigenetic reprogramming, what is happening in stem cell therapies, gene therapies, CRISPR. All of this you will find out here in Dublin. So I'm very excited and happy to be part of this movement that is growing exponentially. And so in 5 years, we do want to change the world. In 5 years, Ray Kurzweil might be right. And we will have reached longevity escape velocity. which basically means immortality in the sense that we will live long enough to live forever, but aging, still aging, until the year 2045. That is the magic year when, according to Ray, we will have biological rejuvenation. So two important dates, 2030 and 2045. 2030 to reach longevity, escape velocity, and the Longevity Escape Velocity Foundation, which was founded by Aubrey de Grey, is working towards that now with mice, with the Robust Mouse Rejuvenation Prize. This is a fantastic experiment because mice and humans, we share 90% of the genome. Yes, you, me, we are similar to mice, 90%. Anyway, so if we can make mice live longer and longer and longer, we will do this with humans. So that's by 2030. And then rejuvenation, which is the important part. We will become younger and younger. It's not that we are going to be immortally old. No, we are going to be immortally young.
Yes, and that is such a wonderful future to look forward to. I certainly hope that Ray is right and that we are on the cusp of these advances, but they won't happen automatically. They take hard work from all of the scientists, all of the technologists, all of the advocates like you, Jose, who have been at work tirelessly for decades, supporting the longevity cause, spreading the word about it, writing books. So I would encourage everyone to get The Death of Death in the language of your choice. It's available in English now as well. And I hope that we can all live long and prosper.
Absolutely. I always say that, live long and prosper. I am a fan of Star Trek, and I think we are going to begin colonizing the galaxy. It's so beautiful. Elon Musk says it. We are the last uniplanetary civilization. We are becoming a multi-planetary civilization, and this is incredible because the first Martians will be humans. We will be the first Martians. So this is fantastic. I mean, the future is so beautiful, and I want to be there, and you should be there too.
Let's build it together. Thank you very much, Jose.
A pleasure.